Hey worship team, this is Jez here, one of the keys players here at church. This is going to be a short video showing how to play the keys part of This Is How I Thank the Lord by Mosaic, which is a new song that we're just about to introduce into church. This tutorial will be in 3 parts. The first part will be me just playing the song. The second part will be me explaining how to play the right hand and left hand separately and played slower so that we can learn this together. And the third part of this tutorial will be a bit of a tips and tricks on how to spice up this song a bit more from a keys player's perspective. So for the first part of the tutorial, I'm just going to play through the song. I'll only be playing through the introduction, the verse, and the chorus, because what I play in these 3 parts will be similar to how you play the rest of the song, and also to save time. So without further ado, let's jump right in. I'm playing in the key of F, which is the same key as the tutorial, which is the same key as the recording on the Dropbox. So let's dive right in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So that's how to play the introduction, verse, and chorus. So the lead line that gets played for the introduction and chorus is actually the same. And then for the verse, it's much more simple and you're pretty much playing some stripped back chords. So I'm going to play the right hand and left hand separately for the introduction part, which is the same as what you'll be doing for the chorus as well. So I'll click with my left hand while I play the right hand, just to help us keep count together. A bit of a heads up is that the lead line here that we're learning is only the 5th, 6th, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd notes of the key that you're going to be playing in. So there's only really 5, there is only 5 notes that this lead line is made up of. And so let's play it together now, slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. In terms of what the left hand is doing, it's actually quite simple. It's just octaves being played and only changing on the 1st and 3rd beat of every bar, which is how it's transcribed on the charts that you'll be using. So I'll play that for you now. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's simple. Awesome. So now I'm going to break down what we're going to play in the verses. So your left hand will be doing the exact same thing which I've just shown you. The only difference for this part is that my right hand will only be playing a C and an F for the entirety of the verse. So I'm going to demonstrate that for you now, and I'll count with my left hand using clicks as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now when it comes to adding in the left hand, this is what it will end up sounding like. 1, 2, 3, 4. At the end of, so for the last bar of the verses, you'll essentially be playing an F chord, combining when you combine your left hand with your right hand, playing an F. So you're playing your first, fifth, the first again, second, and third. So you're pretty much playing the first chord with a second added, and then that leads into the chorus, which we already know because it's the same as the introduction chords. Okay, so in terms of tips and tricks that I have for keys players for this song, I'd recommend that you pay super close attention to what your lead vocalist is doing, as well as what your band leader is saying as well. You should be doing that regardless of what song you're playing, but particularly for this one because the chords structure is pretty much the same through the entire song. So we want to really be playing in a manner that follows the dynamic and momentum that gets built throughout this song as to what the lead vocalist and band leader are wanting to do. So I'm going to show a good example of how you can sort of follow and build with the lead vocalist, particularly if, let's say, we're coming out of verse 2 and going into the chorus. I'm going to be playing crotchets and quavers in my left hand and my right hand to sort of slowly build, and you'll be able to see what that's like. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have to do it exactly like that, but I hope that serves as a good example on how you can build just by slightly changing the rhythm in order to follow the build that your lead vocalist might do. So I hope that's been helpful for you in terms of helping to explain how to play this song. Feel free to explore and feel free to learn how to add some more flavor to it while sort of staying to the key chords that are on the chart. But if you have any questions or things that you just sort of want to put out there, feel free to message that in the group chat on WhatsApp. If not, feel free to send a direct message to Matt or DK or myself. We would love to be able to help you out with this song. Cool, awesome. Looking forward to hearing this one at church. I think it's an absolute banger. See you guys in church. Ciao!